the PDP expels Shaibu and Obi from the party, even as Labour Party candidate Apata condemns attacks and insults on the Oba of Benin. Former Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu has been expelled from the People's Democratic Party, and Shaibu was expelled alongside 3 prominent members, including Dan Obe, the National Vice Chairman, South-South, and Omoroge Ogbeide Ihama, former House of Representatives member. The State Publicity Secretary, Oge Vasco, announced the expulsion, citing anti-party activities. Said the decision to expel the trio was taken on Tuesday at a meeting attended by 9 members of the State Working Committee at the party secretariat in Benin City. The Labour Party governorship candidate in Edo State, Olumide Apata, has decried the political twist that trailed his recent encounter with the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Oba Eware II, over his son of the palace comments. He, however, distanced himself from the reaction of some individuals who claim to be acting in defense on the matter, just as he condemned any conduct or language that could be deemed insulting or disrespectful to the Oba of Benin. Apata, who lamented that the words of the royal father were twisted by his political opponents, added that the episode was a storm in a teacup. Yeah, Mr. Zoe, coming to you, sir. Well, as short and simple as we could take it, so that we cover some other distance.
Yes.
The expulsion of Philip Shaibu and even Dan Obi, what's your reaction towards it?
Should I have a reaction to that? It's
Yes,
a normal thing. What's expelling Philip Shaibu? It's the normal thing, whether they expel him or not. When it comes to election, people move from one party to the other. So expelling doesn't actually make any sense again. After all, they move from the APC to PDP so that they could win election. Now today, Obaseki have won election in PDP, and his deputy wanted the same position. He doesn't want him. He has, have crisis with him, so he moved. So it's not a big issue whether they expel. It doesn't make any political difference or political impact. Shaibu can move to any party. That is a culture in Nigeria, not unlike in America. Whatever it is, you stick to your party because you believe in your party ideologies. But in Nigeria, there are no party ideology, so people only go for their interests. So wherever their interests will be they will get their interests achieved. That's where they go to. So that expel doesn't make any distinction. For the issue of insulting the Oba, right?
Exactly.
Oba of Benin. Well, it's politics. Also, the candidates, the Labour Party candidates, should be very careful with the kind of statement you make. Always know that your opponent will want to use your statement against you. So you should be very careful in making public statements. And it's politics. Whatever you say, people will take advantage of it, because I don't think a governorship candidate will want to intentionally insult the Oba of Benin. That would be too risky to do.
Okay, so Mr. Ogochukwu, do you toe the same line?
Yes, in as much as this is the politics we see in Nigeria, cross-carpeting. I know it didn't start today. It started with Tawo and his group. And I'm not surprised that Philip Shaibu has been expelled and Obe, because you know that they are leading a factional group of PDP that are fighting against the interests of the incumbent governor and vis-a-vis his party PDP. Because you can't say you're a party man and you're working against the interests of your party when there is an election on ground. So, and this came after, last week we read, or early this week, we read that Philip Shaibu donated his campaign office and vehicles to the APC candidate. This is a clear anti-party activity, and this one is pronounced. This one is pronounced. But I have expected him to cross-carpet, but it will be belated, it will be hasty, rather, for him to have cross-carpeted. But all of us know that
he wanted to use the wicked pattern.
No, having reconciled, he don't have that kind of muscle. He don't have that kind of muscle. So, having reconciled with Obaseki and the APC chairman in Edo State openly said that once Shaibu comes, we welcome him. I knew it was going to that. Even if they spare him now, he will go back home. Going to APC is going back home. So he only jumped ship to achieve his political aim, which is continue his second term as deputy governor. So now the coast is clear, and after his impeachment, we knew exactly where he will pitch camp. He can't go to Labour Party, which is not really on ground in Edo State. He will go, because politicians in Nigeria, as always said, is always selfish-driven game. It is not in the interest of the public, but the politicians go where their interest is protected first. Okay. So that is what I say. And Obe, who has taken an appointment from the federal government, but what I want to ask the Edo PDP, is this expulsion emanating from their ward level? Because you can't come to the state and say we have not had any news that it started from the grassroots. So if they are registered members from their local ward, and they are coming to the state to make a political statement that have been expelled, they are not expelled. You can see the Digdal, and even in River State, when some people cross-carpeted, even on national television, and now they are saying that they have not cross-carpeted because there will be evidence that you are a party member and you're paying your dues and all that. So it must start from the grassroots. In the other leg of it, I don't want to say anything about it because for Apata to go to the Emir's, to the Oba's palace and make such a statement is just for a cheap political gain. Because you know that all these royal fathers, they have a way they assuage the people's sympathy. So he wanted to use it, but I am so happy that the Oba reacted immediately to, tell Nigerian politicians that it is time for them to let the politics be on ideology and the manifesto of the party, and for the interest of the people, and not using the personalities to garner unnecessary sympathy vote onto yourself.
Please, I want to add something quickly. In his explanation, he was talking about, he brought the River State issue as an example. See, the River State issue, put it simply, equity sees to have been done what ought to be done if the first step has been taken, even if it's not completed. That is the case with the River State House of Assembly. So they don't need to provide evidence of whether they have gone to their ward to change no. When once they have expressed interest, and even in the floor of the house, and also went ahead, so that is just the case. Just to make that equity seems to have been done what ought to have been done, even though the process has not been completed. And that's what the court should do.
Mr. Rich, there is something I want to say. Just 30 seconds. Please. Just 30 seconds so that we're educating people.
30 seconds, please.
See, in the case of Mr. Zoe always makes assertions to what the law says. The law is always relative. I pose it to him here. See, the law cannot preempt an intention because your intention might be, that is why they say the intent is different. That's why when you go to court, they have, the intention, they may say you acted on self-defense. Also, the intention is what is being looked at. So, in this particular case of River State or what is happening, no, it cannot be as it was.
Let's not go back.
You cannot. It is relative. It is relative.
What is intention?
It is relative.
The
intentions are relative.
Let the judiciary do the interpretation.
The laws and offenses are relative.